Oh boy, do I have this story for you guys. Okay, I went to Disneyland again. See, as a graduation present, my parents bought my cousins and I like, 3-day passes to Disneyland because it's about the same, price. So that means I have to go to Disneyland 3 times. You're ruining this, baby zombie. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound spoiled, even though I totally sound spoiled right now. But when I was younger, my parents and I had passes to Disneyland. So we went all the time. And my brother and sister love Disneyland, okay? And I don't share their passion like Disneyland's okay? I've been there like 80 million times. So when they go, we're going to Disneyland, I'm like, yay. Can we not stay all day? And then my sister goes, oh, what was that, Sean? You want to go see the fireworks? I'm like, no, great. So my parents kind of just threw this one on me. They're like, okay, you're going to Disneyland like today. And I'm like, oh, okay. Glad that coincidentally, like really coincidentally, did not interfere with my work schedule. Like I'm working all week except for like the one Disneyland day. And I was like, holy cow, revenge. Did I win? I won. So, that was fun. But man, some shenanigans really happened. Honestly, this one was a lot more entertaining than my last 2 times somehow. You want to get punched by a torch? Okay. Message received, dude. I get it. You don't. So basically, my mom tells me, okay, you're going with one of your cousins. I'm like, oh, okay. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy, dude. My cousins are great. I love both of them. And of course I have more cousins, but really to me, I only have like 2 cousins, like 2 core cousins. Anyway, that's besides the point. I kind of went up to my mom's like, yo, wait. So like it'd be cool. Don't get me wrong, going to Disneyland with just my cousin and my sister. But hypothetically, could I bring a friend? And don't get me wrong, I'm not being like a jerk and bringing like just some random one of my friends to like a cousin thing, because this cousin went to our school and literally hung out with us. Like this is the cousin that went to Disneyland with me every single time before, even with my friends already. So this was like no issue at all. So I asked my mom, she says yes. I asked my friend, he says yes. It's great. Okay, so we go schmovie on over to his house, pick him up, and then we start driving to Disneyland. It's great. Okay, we have lots of educational conversations like the Barbie movie and whatever like dramatic villain music my cousin listens to on his downtime. And then we finally arrived at Disneyland. Okay, but the thing is, my aunt and my mom for some reason decide that every single time we go to Disneyland, they're going to find the most obscure and unique way to get into Disneyland. Okay, I don't know why. Must be a hobby of theirs or something, but it happens literally every single time. See, last time when we went, they dropped me off on some like random street, okay, like right next to Disneyland, and we're like, okay, bye, let's not get mugged by like some like homeless guy or something. That'd be crazy. This time though, no, they couldn't just drop us off on some random street. They decided that we were going to go through the hotel, like the big old Disneyland hotel that you have to sell your soul in order to get into. They're like, yeah, you guys will go through there. And I'm like, how's it going to work? Don't you have to get a ticket? And they're like, oh, okay, we'll just explain to the very nice guy who was actually really nice, and I felt really bad when my parents lied to him, that my aunt and my mom were just dropping us off to eat in the hotel, and then we're gonna go into the park afterwards, maybe. So unsurprisingly, that's what we did. And the guy was like, oh, okay, you guys have fun, yada yada yada. I felt really bad. I was like, okay. So they drop us off, and we're kind of like, yo, do you guys want to eat in the hotel? And then everyone kind of looked at me and they're like, no. So we kind of just carried on with our day. After that, we're following my sister because she knows how to make decisions. And then we soon realized that she had no idea where she was going. Honestly, we couldn't really blame her because we also had no idea where we were going. But eventually we found downtown Disney, which is like, if you don't know, the little place before you go into Disneyland with all the shops that try to get you to spend all your money. And that's where the first problematic and quite frankly hilarious moment happened. And that was when my sister at like 12 p.m. was like, yo, you guys want to get ice cream at that ice cream place? It smells really good. I'm like, you see, this is what they do. This is what they do, okay? This is how they get people. They're like, oh, it smells really good. Oh, you think you can get away from me? You can't. But anyway, we're all like, yeah, you know what? I know this is just their scheme, but like ice cream does sound pretty good right now. So we go in and it's like the 4 of us, right? My cousin doesn't want to get ice cream because, bro, he's just built different. So we walk in and my sister Jillian orders her ice cream, and she gets like 3 different samples because she knows how to play the system, and she's just good at Disneyland stuff. Hi, man. You want to Perry the Platypus? Perry. So So she orders her food, and then the lady, you know, being observant, looks at us and she's like, "Are you guys all together?" And we look at each other and we're like, "Oh yeah, but we're paying separately." She's like, "Oh, I can like serve your guys' ice cream all at the same time." And my friend, my good old buddy, old pal, being as smart and as intelligent and as hilarious he is, looks at the lady while walking over. He's like, "Oh no, you know, we're together, so obviously he should pay for me." And you know, he's making his little joke, unintentional joke at that. He's kind of just saying like, "Oh, he should obviously just pay for me, just cuz." But the joke that just flew completely over his head, then I kind of looked at him like, "Dude, what the heck did you just say?" Because her response to that was, "Oh yeah, as he should." As he should. As he should. So what my friend doesn't realize is that this girl, okay, I was gonna put it delicately, but she thought we were gay. And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with being gay, dude. Gay people are great. I know a lot of gay. Oh shit. Man, I'm in a pickle. I'm gonna say it anyway. I have a lot of gay friends. Gay people are great. They're super fun to talk to. They're great conversationalists. But now I just sound like every homophobic guy. Like, oh, I know a lot of racist people. I know what? Oh, I apologize, guys. I'm not thinking straight. Anyway, so that was really funny, and I kind of just looked at him like, bro. And I look at her. I'm like, no, we're not. We're not together. No. And then all of a sudden he just stopped there for a second. And he kind of just looks at me and then he goes, oh, and he like makes an O shape with his face and he just starts dying, bro. And I was just sitting there. I was like, holy cow. And that just became like the bit for the rest of the day. And I was like, okay, well, you know, so many callbacks. Why? You know, I would like to say that was the most interesting thing that happened, but it actually wasn't. Okay. You know, I've made a few Disneyland videos already. You guys know the whole spiel. We went on this ride and we went on this ride and we saw this and we saw this. But actually the most interesting thing was when we went on the Thunder Mountain ride, if you've ever been on it, and it like broke down. See, the most why every single time, you know, sometimes after a certain point you just have to realize that they just don't want you to play anymore. So like I was saying, we went on the Thunder Mountain ride, it broke down. The most hilarious part was there's this little girl in front of us who was like kicking and screaming and crying, and their parents like, oh, we'll be all right, nothing bad's gonna happen. They went on the ride before us, like when it was breaking down, so they got stuck there, so that was bad. But you know, it was a good time. We got stuck at like the cave right before and all the lights turned on and we realized everything was fake. The bats on strings, the lights were on, the hills had stairs. It was crazy. It was epic. It was actually pretty fun. We took some pictures. It was a good time. It was great, you know. Then there was the whole firework debacle. Someone asked, do we want to stay for fireworks? And I was like, no, and everyone else said yeah, and I was like, oh, dang. Something you gotta know about me, ever since I was a little kid, I have deep trauma when it comes to Disneyland, like crowds at night. I was not vibing them when I was little, but you know, it actually wasn't that bad. Had some banger music like the Moana songs, and then it had that one that Immortal song from Big Hero 6, like Immortal. Yeah, so it was overall a good time. I enjoyed it. You had the spiel, haha, funny gay joke, haha, funny man, got stuck on ride. Yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.